Hi everyone, thanks for joining me and watching this video. My name is Jennifer Gilcrease and I am a platinum with Young Living. And I wanted to talk to you all about freedom, about a freedom lifestyle and what freedom means all over. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my background. So before I started with Young Living, I was a stay-at-home mom and a teacher. But right before I got started, my husband was working on his own, and for whatever reason, maybe it was just not God's plan for him at this time, it just was not working out, and we were really, really struggling. There were even some months where we did not have a paycheck coming in. So as you can imagine, it was really tough. I really did not want to work full-time. I loved staying home with my kids. I know some people do need to work full-time or enjoy working full-time, and we need to walk in what we feel is best and walk in our gifts and strengths, which I'll talk about later. But for me, I just had a great desire to stay home with my girls, and so I did not want to go back to work full-time. I just wanted to still be able to raise them. And so I did go back to work just part-time, which was a blessing. I went and was able to work at their school, and my husband ended up finding another job. So things started to turn around. And this is also when I found Young Living and fell in love with their oils and their supplements and all their products, and just kind of couldn't keep my mouth shut about them. I was a closet user for a little while, and then I just had to tell my friends how wonderful these oils were. So after that, it just kind of blossomed and grew from there. And I'd always had a dream to homeschool my girls, and so I was able to stop working part-time, and I was able to bring the girls home with me and start homeschooling them, which I never thought would be possible. I kind of always knew one day I would need to go back to work as a teacher full-time, which I loved. I loved teaching. But Young Living gave me the opportunity to bring them home with me and homeschool and do one of my dreams. So that has been a huge blessing. And as I said, my husband ended up finding another job, and we've been very blessed with that as well. It's really been neat to see how both of our businesses are being just truly, truly blessed. So we have found a lot of financial freedom through Young Living. There are lots of things, and my husband will say this too, like we wouldn't be able to do this without your paycheck. So that's really great, like go on certain trips, my girls' activities. We were even buying a house on a street that I kind of always dreamed of living on, and it's really thanks to my Young Living paycheck. And we're also able to bless so many children in other countries. I really have a heart for kids. So we get to bless children in other countries that wouldn't normally have regular meals, education, clothes, and learning about Jesus, who I love. So that is one way we have been blessed, but I kind of want to go a little deeper and talk to you about some other freedom that I have found personally through this whole journey, and that I just want others to find as well. And it's just freedom from barriers and maybe lies that have been spoken over you, and it's freedom to be who you were created to be, and freedom to walk in your gifts and talents. And this is just really on my heart, because I feel like I see people all the time that just aren't happy and that just maybe are not walking in their strengths. And I love to see when people are doing a lot of personal development, because I think that helps as well, and things just start to click, that maybe they're not doing what they're called to do. I truly believe that God uniquely made us for a purpose on this earth, and a purpose that only we can fulfill. And so that's just really on my heart. And again, I want you all, I just challenge you all to really think about how you are uniquely made. Like, really think about that. I know we don't take the time to do that, but how are you uniquely made? What do you think? What do you feel are your gifts and talents? Like, what excites you? What is your passion? What are those things that you're crazy good at? What has God put on your heart to do that maybe you think, I'll do that at another time, or I can't do that, anything like that? Really listen to that, because if you do, you know that there's something God has truly put on your heart. And like I said, yeah, what are you good at? What comes naturally to you? What are your strengths? What makes you feel alive? What are you passionate about? What do you love to do? And like I said, this is really hard for people to think about, but I think it's so important, because we don't want to be walking in someone else's gifts, what we think is someone else's gifts and strengths that we might think is ours. Because when we do that, when we're comparing ourselves to someone else's gifts, when we walk in someone else's gifts, we end up becoming insecure and we don't do a good job. So I've had a job right out of college, which I was not walking in my gift or my strength, and I did terrible at it. I was so insecure. I lost so much confidence and belief in myself because I was not walking in my gifts and strengths at all. And also, just to kind of go back to comparison, don't ever let that steal your joy or anything, because it'll hurt. Okay, so you guys are unique and you are special, and the gifts that you have been given are not only to benefit you but to benefit others. So that's really crazy to think about, but when you are walking in your gifts and your strengths, you're blessing others as well. And we don't want people to miss that, or to miss our exclusive design. So that is what my talk is about: freedom. Again, we've been blessed with financial freedom, but more importantly, I feel like I've been blessed with the freedom to truly be myself and to walk in my gifts and strengths. So I just encourage you all to really take time to figure out what your gifts and strengths are. Again, personal development is so great for this. Plug into mentors, videos, books that would just lift you up and really help you to find who you are and how to walk in your gifts and strengths. Thank you guys for joining me, and have a great day.